Yeah, I'm first team physiotherapist with Wasps. I have a mix between the day-to-day donkey work with the players and then covering games the weekends. A big part of my role would be looking after the long-term injured guys who would be coming back from surgeries or would have an injury where they're looked to be out for a long time. I started out originally working in sports surgery clinic in Coventry, and I worked there for a few years, and I was lucky enough to get an opportunity in Leinster working with their academy, and spent 2 years with Leinster before I got the job over with the first team in Wasps, and I've been there for the last 2 years. Shortly after I took the job at Wasps, we were contesting an All-Ireland Club final on Paddy's Day in 2016, so winning that, it was really kind of the cherry on the top, and I was happy enough if all came to all and that was the last hurling I did with my club, then it wouldn't have been a bad way to go out. I was just able to keep myself fit, and the management just asked me if I was keen on keeping it going where possible, and I said I would, so yeah, here we are. I can probably get home maybe one weekend a month, and then when I need to pull in a few favours I can get home a little bit more often than that. But to be fair, my boss, the head physio, has been brilliant. Ali James, he's been top class, and any weekends where I need to maybe get home for a day or get home for the weekend, I'll make sure and make it back up to him whatever way I can. And yeah, without knowing GAA, I think he understands how big a deal this is back home. So yeah, he's been great. Well, what I had been doing, I suppose, for a long stretch of the season was just hurling myself out on the pitch. Lucky enough, I've got one or two Irish guys working with me over in Wasps, and they're able to puck a ball out from behind the goal. So I pull them in, and they're happy to do that out in the rugby pitch after all the players have gone home. And then I just do my own gym work, my own fitness work on the pitch. And then Warwickshire, I've been training with them for the last while, and they're in full flow with the league and championship coming up. So I can get training with Warwickshire. They train in Birmingham, which is about 40-45 minutes away from where I live. So yeah, it's good to have those boys. Yeah. It does get very tough, I'll be honest. I think it's one thing living in Dublin and having to drive down to Limerick, but it's another thing when you're just not in the country, and the option of playing games or playing training matches just isn't there, you know. But you know, it's we'll keep going with it for the moment anyway, and yeah, I think it's easy when your club is contesting county finals and Munster championships and All-Ireland finals to suck it up and to do whatever you need to do to get yourself right. But it's definitely hard from a hurling point of view to try and get the balance right. Yeah. It has happened with kind of key challenge matches that are really important in preparation for an Piarsaigh, and just haven't been able to make it home because we've either had our own game on the same day, or we've had a pretty important training day on the same day as we might have a club match. So in that situation you just say fair enough, and you have to miss it, and it is what it is. Yeah, I was living with Tyke for a year or so, still in touch. It was still any time I'm in Dublin, I'd meet up with one or two of the boys if they were around. And yeah, it's good to watch them now in Six Nations. It's good to see actually a few of the boys that you've been working with at the academy level, and see them coming through to the first team and pushing on to Ireland. So we'll be cheering for Ireland without a shadow of doubt, especially that the championship is gone from them now. So yeah, no, look, obviously when you're working with guys day in, day out, you want to see them do themselves justice and play well individually, but I think I want to be seeing Ireland win, yeah, 100%. To be fair, there's not usually. They're pretty gracious lads, and yeah, usually it's just a bit of you know, banter in the work, because we've got plenty of Welsh boys working as well with us. Di Young being the head coach, and we've a couple more on the S&C side. So no, it's good banter anytime the Six Nations rolls around. So you have that bit of competition in-house. finals on the Saturday, and yeah, I'm back on the Monday, and yeah, we've got a pretty big week ahead because we're into the closing stages of the Premiership then, and hopefully we'll be contesting a semi-final again this year with Wasps. So yeah, we'll see. Please God, we'll be celebrating, but whatever it'll be short-lived anyway.